spiritual astrology. It might be sounds very strange for you. What is the spiritual astrology? The astrology is not spiritual yet, but actually astrology is created for spiritual progress, diagnosing the spiritual progress and spiritual path using the astrological system is called spiritual astrology. In the ancient days, the rishis, the sages, invented the astrology for their spiritual practices and to check their disciples' spiritual practice. But in the modern days, we are using that kind of astrological system for our marriage and daily needs. That is one of the very funniest usage of astrology we are doing. But the real usage of astrology is for spiritual practices. It is for a spiritual progress diagnosing tool. If you have astrological questions, you can just recall what and all the astrological questions we will ask to the astrologer. Will I get a house? My business will be good? Will I marry a girl? And when I am going to get a child? When I am going to buy a car? So many questions we have for our daily external life. For the internal life, nobody asks the question to the astrologer. Like, will I get a guru? When I improve in my sadhanas, what is the best time and what is the best deity to worship for my progress? What and all the sadhanas I can include? What kind of yoga path I can go? In which stage of spirituality I am doing? These all the questions are there. So sometime you can ask, if you have a guru, directly you can ask to the guru and guru will guide you. But in other part we can say, will I get a guru? That itself we want to see through the astrology. Will I get a guru? The guru is guide to me in a correct way. This is the guru's path. Or we will just go and sit in front of someone who is not our guru and we will consider that through our ego that he is our guru. But the reality, we want to understand through our horoscope. What is the good time for me to reach my guru? When to get a diksha or the initiation? So what is the path of my guru is going to guide me? And what and all the dangerous things are there for me to go and slip out of the spiritual path? Well, that is very important to see in a horoscope, right? We will see that, oh, my business going to slip my hand or not. Please say, tell me the time of the bad time of my business. That and all we are asking to the astrologer. We never ask to the astrologer that when our spiritual progress going to get damaged, when I am going to fall down from my spiritual sadhanas, please tell me to that time, I will be very cautious. We never ask because we are not have a priority on spiritual path. So in our ancient days, the astrology completely used for spiritual practices only. Nowadays, the people are using a naga dosha. It's called the evil effect of snakes. So the people thinks that, oh, the evil effect of snakes, when they are going to get married, the evil effect of snakes comes, then in a couple, any one will going to live, the another one will die. But the reality, so the naga doshas are only diagnosed for the people who are doing the spiritual practices in the forest. So the whoever go for the practice in the forest, they will see the horoscope, will I get a naga dosha or the evil effect from the serpent? Then they will rescue themselves with this kind of a approach to go to the forest and do the practices. And also the evil effect of Mars, they will say the Mars dosha. The Mars dosha, the people says that if you have a Mars dosha, it will take time to get married. But the reality, after marriage life, there will be a separation. But the Mars is the planet of emotions. So if we have a very much high emotions, it is difficult to handle the sadhanas in our spiritual path. So the old sages diagnosed them and given some kind of solutions for the Mars effect. So you can nullify the Mars effect and make the emotions parallel and do your sadhanas, it will not impact. But nowadays People are solving or doing the remedies for the Mars doshas before getting marriage. In the marriage life with your wife or your husband, you need some kind of emotions. Emotionless married life never going to be interesting, right? So the people who are doing the spiritual practices, only they found this kind of doshas or ill effect of planets or benefits, or we can say yogas, which is connected by the combination of planets, like Guru Chandra yoga or Gajakesari yoga. This all kind of traditional yogas are only for the spiritual process, not for being external. Astrological supports for the spiritual process is very wonderfully used in our ancient days. In modern days, there is very less people using astrology for spiritual diagnosation. So the external planets, the external zodiac, the external nakshatras are also there inside in your inner world. The external world, there is a zodiac, planets and nakshatras that also exist in your inner world. You can see the relationship or the harmony between the external planets and internal planet of your inner world and external world, that gives you the complete picture of your existence. So I wish and invite you all to understand and know much more knowledge on spiritual astrology.